That is Virginia. I hope you're all doing great. I have a quick live for you guys. So please join in. We won't be here for long. I have a consultation that I'm jumping into very soon. So I will be off here soon. Okay. So if you are currently in removal proceedings or in deportation proceedings or in removal, you have a case in immigration court, there's wonderful news for you. They are clearing a lot of cases from the court's docket, from the immigration court's docket. If your case is not a high priority case, if it doesn't fall within priority A, priority B, or priority C, then your case can possibly be terminated in immigration court. And then you can go and either file an adjustment of status, or resort to some relief that will allow you to regularize your status here in the US. So that's wonderful news. So this is known as prosecutorial discretion. I recorded a live video. So a Doyle memo was released early April. I believe it was about April 4th or 5th. Well, on April 4th, this was released. And the current guidance that has been given to ICE attorneys is that, look, all the people that are currently in immigration courts, there's already 1.5 million cases pending. All these people who are currently in immigration courts, if their cases do not fall within what we have defined as priority A, priority B, or priority C, take them out of court. Let's reduce the backlog. So this prosecutorial discretion took place, the effect of it started yesterday. Okay, it was effective from yesterday. So from yesterday, if you have an immigration court case and your case is a low priority case, most likely you will be blessed with a termination of your proceedings so that you can pursue other remedies. I hope you guys can see me. I'm both on Instagram and on Facebook. So just for your information. So what is prosecutorial discretion? What is prosecutorial discretion? So it's a long-standing authority of a law enforcement agency, and that's where they can decide, okay, where do we focus our resources? Nobody has unlimited resources, right? You don't have 500 trillion in your account. Even 500 trillion is still limited. The same way the US government doesn't have unlimited resources. They have limited resources to adjudicate immigration cases. And so there's already 1.5 million cases pending in court. Like, how on earth are they going to adjudicate all these cases? They have limited attorneys, government attorneys. And so and they have limited judges, right? There's less than about 80 immigration courts around the United States. So they need to conserve and utilize the limited resources that the US has judiciously. And so they're deciding, okay, so they came out with a Doyle memo, April 4th, 2022, that they are getting rid of all these cases that are clogging the system, the cases that are clogging the immigration court's docket. And so if your case is not high priority, lucky you are blessed. Your case is going to get terminated or dismissed or continued or administratively closed. Oh, hello, Kate. How are you? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, you're all welcome. Okay, so I saw that comment. So I just had to respond. Okay, so now what is the guidance? The guidance is what I talked about. You have to be on a high priority list in order to have your case pursued, by immigration. Let me see. Let's talk a little bit more about the priority, non-priority cases, and then the priority cases. And then we'll call it a day. It's a really quick live. I won't be here for long. So normally, if your case is defined as a non-priority case, then to begin with, they will not even issue an NTA, something known as a notice to appear, for you to come, to court to answer questions, that the government, the U.S. immigration government, has against you through ICE, its enforcement agency. Again, they're going to waive a lot of appeals. The government is not going to appeal cases where immigrants win cases, they're not going to appeal and say, no, don't let that immigrant win. We're appealing the judgments. They're going to waive appeals. They're also going to join motions to reopen. Instead of opposing these motions, they'll join the motions to reopen. They're going to approve motions to dismiss cases in court in order to, again, reduce the court's docket. These are for the non-priority cases. And then for priority cases, I believe we discussed this extensively in the YouTube video. If you haven't watched it, just go onto my YouTube channel, Poku Law. High priority cases are where you are a threat to national security, you are a border threat. We discussed all those things. And so if you're a high priority case, either you fall in priority A, priority B, or priority C, then your case is going to be pursued in immigration court. So please make sure that you are reviewing your case with your attorney, and then you can have the best chance of actually terminating your deportation case in court. Okay. Let me see. Okay, yes, they're going to again assess all your evidence and your arguments have to be in line with the Doyle memo. Okay, there's a way you have to do this. Present the case in the strongest possible light to ICE to let them know that you are trying to seek a closure of your case. And again, we discussed the last time, there are aggravating circumstances that also mitigating circumstances. Aggravating circumstances are if you've been involved in certain criminal activities as an immigrant, you've robbery, murder, you used weapons. These are all aggravating circumstances, and those things do not help your case. They are not going to take your case out of immigration court if you have such of these things against you. However, there are extenuating circumstances, also known as mitigating factors. Those ones will have ICE or the U.S. government have favor. Your case will have favor in their eyes. It will have less impact in terms of how grievous they are. And so if you have mitigating factors, it means that these things go for you. So for example, if you are in immigration court but you are pregnant, okay, I'm sorry, oh my gosh, Instagram, forgive me. There was a call coming through. I tried to disconnect and then, okay. So for example, mitigating factors are if you're if you're pregnant, if you're a nursing mother, the length of stay in the US, your criminal records, things like that. It's the totality of the circumstances situation. Okay, guys. So I will come again soon, and then we'll talk some more about how to get your case terminated out of court. The OPLA memo, that's the Doyle memo, went into effect yesterday. So moving on, you can now actually have your case terminated in immigration court. It's wonderful news. So please make sure that you tell your friends and your family so that people who are actually going through deportation can get the relief that they finally have been praying for. Okay, so I'll see you guys hopefully soon. I'm sorry this was a very quick one. Hopefully I'll come back on live maybe tomorrow or another one more time during the week. I'm not sure yet. So we have a comment from Patrick Ado says, it's a long time. Nice to see you today. You're blessed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Patrick. Let me see if there's anything else I want to add. No, I don't think so. Okay, so do you have questions, concerns for me? Anyone, questions, concerns? Otherwise, please take a look at my last video. We reviewed the Doyle memo very extensively. We looked at all the priority areas. And we just broke it down. Let me see if I can pull it up again. I have a couple more minutes and then I'm off. So let me just briefly go through the three priority lists. Priority A is if you're a threat to national security, right? If you are a threat to national security, then you're on priority A and your case is not going to get taken out of immigration court. It's not going to be easy for you to have your case taken out of immigration court. Priority B is if you're a threat to public safety. Priority C is if you're a threat to border security. So all these things have implications, and we discuss them on the YouTube video. Just search AK Poku Law and you'll see my most recent video. And please click on it and watch and share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. All right, people. So I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. And I will, yeah, we're here, representing immigrants all around the U.S. and handling all types of U.S. immigration law matters. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.